What's your one transformational habit to law of attraction success? Hey superstar, it's Gavin here from Wake Up Fulfilled. In this video, we're going to be talking about your one law of attraction habit, your transformational habit, that one habit that will radically change your life. If you just consistently done this one thing, it will radically shift any given area of your life. So in order to support this channel, what I would like you to do is click on or watch later on one of my videos on the right hand side or below if you're on your phone. Just click some of my videos, watch later, and make sure to leave a comment if you find something in this video that you liked. So what I found with a lot of people that have reached a high level of success is they've mastered just doing one thing over and 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 over again, becoming a master at one particular thing. So for me, my one thing is making videos. That's all I gotta do is make videos. Alright? And that leads to a lot of other things. It improves my communication skills, my presentation skills. And even now, what I'm doing is I'm working on, I bought some like some stuff for my beard. So like, you know, I like some creams and stuff on my beard, and making sure I look neat. Or I'm working on looking more neat on camera, right? So working on my self-image, the way I perceive myself and stuff like this. So I'm working on that. Not only that, it leads to me learning more about myself and how I communicate and talk and stuff like this, right? Just by making videos. It's interesting. I'm able to like understand people more because I need to do research, I need to learn, I need to tap into a higher power. Just through making videos, I'm connected to a higher power. Through making videos, I get to make money, make income. I get to help and serve a lot of people from making videos. Alright? Build a lot of connections, business partners, potential deals and stuff like this through making videos. It builds my social media presence. Right? Growing a brand, growing a business. All I've got to do is focus on making videos, and it leads to a bunch of other things. Can you think of how simple that is in my mind? What I gotta do is make videos. That's what I gotta do. That's all I gotta do, man. Make the videos. Just make videos. Very simple in the mind. Now, if you've got so many moving parts that you have to do, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Woo! Gonna be overwhelmed and you're gonna give up. Or you're not gonna lead. It's gonna be a lot longer to get to where you want to be because you're carrying so much weight. The mind can only handle so much. Everyone's different. But what I've seen, for example, I think it was Margaret Thatcher. She's a politician here in the UK. She used to wear the same thing all the time. She wear the same thing. Mark Zuckerberg does the same thing. He wears the same thing all the time. And these are people. Well, I don't know about Margaret Thatcher. I think she was a millionaire. Who did I just say? I've got a fish brain right now. Who did I just say? Mark Zuckerberg. He wears the same thing every day. There's a reason for that. There's loads of people that actually follow this particular habit. They wear the same thing every day, so they don't have to think about what they have to wear today. I'm not saying that you should do this, but I'm just giving you an example of how these people think. They don't want to use any willpower because willpower is a finite resource and you only get so much of it. Willpower should only be used when there's a very, very hard decision to make or there's a very, very hard thing to do. Everything else should be a habit. So it's almost as if the willpower should be saved for something very important that you have to do or must do. See how that works? And so having that one thing will dramatically change your life. So what is it for you? Maybe you want to get the body of your dreams. Oh yes, again, looking nice and sexy. You've got to look good, feel good, right? And you want to work on your health. But what habits lead to that? Right? It's probably that of consuming a specific diet and exercise. All right, you can round that up as one habit, as one lifestyle, as one thing. This is what I do. I'm just the type of person that works out and eats well every day. It's a very, very powerful affirmation. And so what you want to do is make that normal to you. So what you would do is you would visualize yourself as the type of person, no, sorry, can't help it. I work out and I eat well every day. Now with weight loss and stuff like this, a little bit more complicated because for some people, you know, their thyroid's out and like, you know, the body's not performing how it should. Well, that then requires something else. It requires a detox and right? And so work in a way where you understand where you are right now. I always say success is knowing where you are, knowing where you want to be, and enjoying the process. So visualize yourself working out. That's just natural and normal. That's just what I do. Sorry, can't help it. And I actually like it. I enjoy it. I'm having fun. I'm eating the things that I want. I enjoy it. I like it. Can't help it. Right? You're enjoying the process. See yourself enjoying the process as normal, as natural. This is just something that I do. Now you're automatically getting towards your goals, dreams, and desires without willpower, force, hustle, need to do it, discipline. None of that's required. Just neutral and natural for you to do that. This is how you will attain that particular body. In a business, what is it that you need to do every day to lead where you want to be? In a relationship, what can you do every day, right, to make that person feel that love? And the key thing in a relationship now is understanding their needs, wants, and desires. Okay, because when you understand people, which deals with the throat chakra, communication, when you understand that person, if you can understand them more than they understand themselves, right, you'll create a love slave, which Tony Robbins likes to call it. Okay, because you will understand their 6 human needs and you will fulfill their 6 human needs. You will fulfill their love languages, and they will feel like, you know, you're their lover for life. Okay, so you got to understand them. You got to listen to them. You got to know them in and out. And once you know them in and out, then you'll know the one thing or the things, let's put it into one habit, that you can do on a daily basis to make them feel wonderful. So for example, if it were compliments, it's not that you're giving the same compliment every day. It's that you add a little bit of spontaneity, but it's just you're giving compliments every day, right? What can you do every day to make it successful? Okay. In order to see growth in life, you need to work on doing something every day. Okay? Consistency creates the growth. Consistency is where the learning happens. They say 10,000 hours, right? They say to keep on learning and doing the same thing. It sounds boring and mundane doing the same thing over and over and over again, but the way in which the mind and the ego is thinking about is like, I have to do that forever and it's hard and I have to use willpower and I have to push and I have to hustle and I have to this. But that's not true. You can visualize yourself liking that particular process. Even if your identity and your self-image says, hey, we don't do that. I've never done it before. I don't like it. I hate it. Maybe you've done it in the past. You hated it. But that's because of your internal self-image. That's the way your personality was set up. But literally you can change your personality, and you do that by visualizing yourself as doing that particular activity over and over and over and over again, where it feels normal and you can't help but do it. You're like, oh, I haven't worked out today, I need to do it, like I can't wait to do it. That's where you want to be, where you're like I need to do, like it's like I need to do it. It's like that pulling energy. It's like you're pulled towards your goals rather than pushing yourself towards your goals. You're pulled by something. Something's pulling you. And so you want to visualize yourself in that way. Close your eyes. You're looking at yourself. Oh, I'm the type of person. Me. Oh, look at me. I'm the type of person to work out and eat well every day. In my mind, I don't do sugar. Sorry, I don't do sugar. That's the way I perceive myself. I don't do sugar. It's just my personality. I don't do sugar. And so I don't do sugar. When my body's craving for sugar, guess what? Sorry. Don't do sugar. right? It's really easy for me. Whereas before it was really hard. I had to like, I don't want to eat it. Should I eat it? Shouldn't I eat it? Should I eat it? Shouldn't I eat it? And there was this like battle in my mind. Now with that, with sugar, we have things like candida, we have the parasites. And so if we work on eliminating the candida, not all of it, we do need candida. And you can do your own research on this. Okay, whenever I speak about health, please do your own research. All right, right, candida and the parasites, right? They will tell you, your brain, literally the parasites will tell your brain that you need sugar, that you need carbohydrates, you need the bread, you need the wheat, you need the gluten. Right? These are addictive substances. And I was actually watching a video recently where the guy, he's successful, he's like a rapper, and he was talking about the law of attraction. And he's like, I do the best I can not to be in any vices, any place where I'm going to become addicted. So he's talking about social media, he's talking about his phone and messaging people, he's talking about sugar, he's talking about health. Whenever there's an addiction, or you're addicted to something, or you're leaning into doing an addiction, you're addicted to something, it's distracting you from where you want to go. It's taking a lot of your willpower, a lot of your energy, a lot of your resources, all right? And if you can eliminate those, if you can clear those out of the way, then it creates like a smooth sailing towards where you want to be. Because the mind, what happens is when you get dopamine from the phone, you're watching the phone, you go scrolling through and you're watching your phone, dopamine, you're linking the energy of dopamine, the neurotransmitter of dopamine, you become addicted to the phone, all right? And so now when you're working on your business, your career, your dreams, your desires, your mind is like phone. Maybe not consciously you're aware of that, but subconsciously your mind wants that dopamine release. And so you can't actually be focused on the work that you want to do. Your mind wants to go to the phone. So your mind is somewhere else. You don't know why your mind's somewhere else. You don't know why you can't focus. It's because of the phone, addictions to the phone, or sugar, or needing sugar, or whatever it is. All right. And so we get addicted to these substances. And so what we want to do is figure out how we can eliminate addictions and create a focus on what it is that we want. Focus on one thing. It's really powerful when we take control of ourselves and not what the 3D has given to us. The 3D has given us the social media. The 3D, while social media can be good, the way they create these apps, is creating an addiction, right? So we got the apps, we got the sugars, the carbohydrates, the wheat, the gluten. All of these things can become addictive. We even been taught sex the wrong way, money the wrong way. Been taught all these things the wrong way, and people become addicted. Addicted to it. All right? And these are vices. These are destroying your ability to have full control of your mind so you can focus on what it is that you want. So when it comes to destroying addictions, it can be really challenging to destroy an addiction. Very, very hard, because the mind has these neurotransmitters and the neurotransmitter receptors. And if those receptors are not filled with dopamine, it's like, we need dopamine. We need dopamine. I didn't know that was going to rhyme. We need dopamine. We need dopamine. And so your mind's looking for dopamine, whether that's from a coffee, you get a caffeine boost, get a dopamine release, whether that's from consuming sugar, whether that's from social media, whether that's from gluten. Gluten is addictive. The wheat, the dairy, all these kinds of products can become addictive. We don't even know why we're eating them. Sex is one of them as well. A lot of people are having sex based on dopamine. They want sex based on their own thing rather than wanting to give love from the right space. You see, it's become an addiction. If it's a daily thing that you're wanting to, passionately make love to your partner, okay, it might be an addiction for you. Okay, something that you may want to look into. And it's crazy, like we release a lot of hormones, a lot of stuff when it comes to that area of our lives. And we want to understand that when it comes to having intercourse, is it coming from the right space? There was a point in my life, maybe when I was like 24, 25, that I realized I actually want to do this for my own stuff, my own pleasures. I actually don't want to do it for the other person, I want to do it for me. And there's nothing wrong with doing something for yourself. It's just like, is that right to consistently do over and over and over and over again for a long period of time? And so we need to take control of ourselves. Take back control to own our lives. Right? Made a video on owning our lives in the cards. Go check out my cards. We've got to check out the cards. Right? watch more of my videos, keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding. And so figure out what that one thing is and find meaning. What's your why behind it? Why do you want to do that? What does it lead to? What's all the benefits of doing this particular thing, right? What's all the results? Will you feel more confident, more happy, more alive, more joyous? Will you be able to, get the body that you want? Will it be able to make you money? What's all the multiple benefits? In the beginning of the video, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned like all the benefits of me making videos. I have a lot of neural associations to making videos. It leads to so much stuff, and so I'm motivated. I can't help but go and make the video. You see, it's automatic. So many benefits to it, and so you want to find out what that one thing is for you, and create good positive neural associations around it. And once you have those neural associations, start visualizing and notice all the things that could happen, potentially happen from you following that one habit for a long period of time. What's all the different outcomes? I don't know if you know, but I've been invited to be in a movie like years back, in a movie from my law of attraction speech, but I turned it down because I'm Gavin Stevenson from Wake Up for No, I'm only joking. Right? There's been so many opportunities that I've had, people sending me free stuff, etc., just from making videos. I was making YouTube revenue, right? So we want to understand that, like, if you focus on one thing, you can become highly successful. And just so you know, there's a book called The One Thing. We got it back here. The One Thing. Okay, The One Thing. I haven't read it all the way through. It's like I'm a skimmer when I read, and so you kind of get a gist of what the book's about. Focus on one thing, and one thing leads to a lot of success. All right, so that's about it for this video, my friend. There should be a link in the cards, more videos to watch. We also offer neutrality shifting coaching, where we make what you want normal and natural. So if you find that one habit that you really want to do and you want to condition that in right away, immediately, that like in the next 4 sessions, like quickly, and you just really want to like focus on that and make that happen, and it leads to a lot of success, the neutrality shifting coaching will help you do that immediately. And just think of how that's going to benefit you in 7 days, in 1 month, in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years of consistently doing this particular habit, all right, or whatever it is. All right, so that's it for this video. Keep watching, keep learning, keep expanding. There will be some videos on screen right now. I'll speak to you soon. Peace.